Namaskar. Welcome to Spiritual Awakening. My name is Dr. Aarti and I bring before you Spiritual Awakening from Kismatkarma. In today's show, we'll be speaking about voodoo, or some people call it hoodoo. These are two different forms of negative energy. Now, it's often believed that when people think about voodoo, the first thing that comes to mind is like maybe a doll. Someone's, using made a doll for you, using your name or using some of your, some of your personal energy blueprint that they either poking the doll or doing something to the doll or hurting or damaging the doll, and then that then reflects onto you and your life and it starts affecting you in a negative way. Voodoo and hoodoo are two different types of black magic that are known to be, say, the deadliest, the most dangerous type of black magic. There are different types of black magic as well, and a lot of people tend to believe that maybe these are all kind of spirit based. The truth is they're not 100% spirit based. These are actually methods which are linked to your psychic energy cords. So normally a negative energy practitioner who practices any of these types of negative energy or these types of black magic, they will need something of yours to attach to. They will need your personal energy blueprint, and this is why I always say never give your personal energy blueprint away to anybody. Basically, that could be anything that carries your DNA. It could be your photograph, it could be your full name, your date of birth, your place of birth, the time that you were born. It could be your parents, both of your parents' full names as well, because that would have a heavier sort of impact on your energy cords, and that could affect you in a very negative way. So never give this information away freely, never give this away to anybody who doesn't need it. Obviously, if you're filling up a form for your passport or your job, then you have to write down certain things, but otherwise, unless you trust somebody with your life, especially with somebody who meddles with energies, unless you trust them with your life, you know that they're not going to misuse the information, don't give it to anybody. I have had clients in the past who have been victims of negative energy attacks by people they have gone to for help in the past. They've been to different astrologers, different card readers, different energy workers, Reiki workers, and then they've been told, oh no, we're going to help you to get rid of this, but instead they've made it worse. As soon as they get hold of this person's personal energy blueprint, then they misuse the information and they cause harm. So other things that can hold on to your personal energy blueprint could be the clothes that you have worn, because basically your DNA is attached to them then. So the clothes that you've worn, your fingernails, your hair, your nail clippings. Some practitioners make a type of a doll that resembles you. Some people use animals, some people use eggs, but it's linked with your personal spirit, your personal energy blueprint. And what they do is they attach you to that item through an invisible psychic cord. So then that person will then start to have nightmares, they'll start to have visions and start seeing things which are not right. And then what the negative energy practitioner does is that it uses certain energy power points on that doll, and it will pierce it with nails or needles, which tend to be, say, about 2 or 3 inches in length, and then they'll start piercing it with those needles, and that causes the victim a lot of agony, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and depending on what the negative energy has been sent there for, it would affect them in a different way. Another type of a negative energy that people kind of send to their victims is something which is called MASAAN. Now, MASAAN is basically ash of the dead. If I would translate it into simple English, that's what it is ash of the dead. And normally negative energy practitioners would ask you to, say, mix it into the food or drink of the victim. And then they'll give it to the victim by mixing it into the food or drink, and once they consume that, then their victim's body is no longer fully in their control. It's in the control of the negative energy practitioner. So you start thinking differently, you start doing things in a negative way, you start basically self-destructing, and the steps that the victim starts to take then will ultimately lead to their death, because they start taking so many negative sort of self-harm steps, and it causes a lot of pain and a lot of negativity. So that's why it's really important to be very careful. People who have been affected by any type of negative energy, they will notice that the moon cycles affect them in a very strong way. So whenever there's a new moon or whenever there's a full moon, around that time you will notice that the symptoms of this negative energy are a lot more stronger. So it doesn't happen constantly. You do get a bit of a breather in between, but literally after 15 days that problem is back again. So it can have loads of different sort of effects on you, and it can affect you in a very strong way. Now obviously, if you wanted to know more information about this, you wanted to have more details about this, by all means do get in touch with me, ask me, and I'll do my best to help you in every way that I can. God forbid, but if you have been affected by any type of black magic or any type of negative energy magic, then and you wanted to have some help, then definitely do get in touch with me. First of all, you'll need to book a reading for yourself. The reading I would recommend would be the spiritual energy reading. You can book this online. As soon as your reading is booked, we'll confirm that a date and a time for you, and then hopefully once I've done your reading for you, we've checked your energy, find out what's going on with you, then we'll be able to go forward and hopefully start improving your energy in a positive way. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope you can resonate with this from a spiritual perspective as well. Please don't send negative energy towards anybody. Please don't get involved in negative energy traps. Please don't see any dark energy practitioners. It's just not worth it, because remember, the rule of karma is there for everybody. The law of karma is there for everybody. So what goes around comes around. Those negative energy practitioners that cause harm and negativity towards others, it will come back to you. Literally, you wouldn't even realize when it hits you in the face. So don't send negative energy towards anybody ever. It's not a good thing to do. So please do bear this in mind. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Take care, stay blessed, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you.